Yeah, good afternoon and happy weekend to everyone that is joining this live today. And you know, I will do it on Let's Talk on every Saturday when you see Sidonje and Jenny. You know, it's about to go down. Jennifer is always getting ready for me when it comes to Saturday Let's Talk. But today we are not going to be dragging it, but we may even drag something. But today is all about you know what we do. We talk. We don't just talk. We talk to informate, to educate, you know, to gestimate, like Jennifer used to say. And particularly today, I'm not happy with what is going on within our youth in Nigeria. And I don't know, it's getting rampant, like it's getting too much within the Nigerian communities. Talking about the street, and even not the street, even in the Tush area, like all this Lekki, Port Harcourt, fine. You understand? So I think we need to address this to let us know some way we can prevent ourselves from all these things, because that is why Wisdom Bia Television is available for you to, you know, to disseminate some information to you guys, so that you can know that we don't only, we don't talk about news alone here. We talk about things that is going to be useful to every one of us. So today, the topic we bring on today, I know you'll be expecting something like relationship and all this kind of...
we are not talking about relationship today.
So today is more of something that will enlighten you guys, and will let you know that there are some things that you need to, you know, run away from, that something that you need to stay away from. And talking about drug abuse, and it's been a very common thing amongst the youth of nowadays. I don't know, they said drugs have been in existence even before we were born to this country.
Now.
I know. But then when I was young, I used to see all these old men, Oman Fitaba, you understand? They would just put it on their nails. I remember one Baba like that on our street. But then I didn't see this man go crazy.
My mom said when she was young, there was this woman in her area.
Okay.
If the woman wants to fight, she'll just go and get marijuana.
Okay.
She'll just pour it in her mouth. Not smoke, you know.
Okay.
She'll just pour it in her mouth and drink these oats.
Chelsea, Balebe.
Anytime she wants to fight, that's what gives her power to fight.
Okay. So I'm not even talking about that now. You know, giving power, you know, power is not when you have muscles, you understand. But then people...
No, I'm just talking about the drug abuse aspect.
Okay, like people tend to see it like if they don't take drugs, like youth of nowadays, if they don't take drugs, they can't do anything. Even thinking, they will tell you have to be on colos before you can reason.
You have to be high to reason high.
You to get high. So I want you to know something, that check it. If you check most successful people in this world of nowadays, you will get to know that most of them don't do drugs. Why? And if even I saw a post that Naira Marley is NDLEA ambassador now, talking about, and Naira Marley came on live to be saying stay away from drugs. Now,
and even so many people are dragging them
NDLEA, I mean.
Yeah, why would they use Naira Marley? And someone said, as from now, his eyes are now on Naira Marley. Anytime he sees either Naira Marley or any of his boys smoking, then NDLEA will be accountable.
Let me tell you this. Even the head of NDLEA, don't be surprised if he's taking drugs. See, if you take too much water, it's going to affect you. Do you know that?
Sure.
If you eat too much food, it's going to affect you. If you take too much paracetamol, it's going to affect you. But you know that all these things are just natural stuff that we cannot do without. You cannot do without water in a day. Are you getting it now? But there are some drugs that you don't need to go near them at all. There's nothing you want to tell me. Even 1% of it, you are not supposed to even take it.
That is heroin.
Like that, like loud, like
tramadol,
colos. You understand?
What
so
do you need them for?
I don't see anything good these things are doing for you, because talking about people that take tramadol now, you just see all these aboki that used to how will I put it, to all these aboki lagi. If you see them before they start working, they will take tramadol.
Yeah.
And they have reasons for taking.
To them, it gives energy.
I can't blame them. Do you know the reason why?
Because of what they are doing.
You understand? But then it is not even advisable.
And you know, even those, even most of these bike men take it too.
Yes.
Most of them.
See, no matter what work you are doing, you are not advisable to take anything like tramadol before you can do that job. to be sincere. Because if you check, even in the olden days, our forefathers, they really work hard on the farm. And they don't take anything like that. The only thing they do is they eat good food. See, the problem we have is that you cannot reason very well. If you want to reason well, you have to be on a good...
your normal self.
Yes, on
reason.
a good mood. Because if you eat good food, that is when your brain will be able to work well.
Not even just eating good food. Eat good food and rest well. That is when new things can even have chance in your brain.
Well, let me come back to the NDLEA stuff. NDLEA used Naira Marley in two ways. Are you getting it now? Okay. Although Naira Marley cannot tell people to stop taking drugs because he had already put them in that mode. He was one of the people that promoted drugs in Nigeria because all these artists, Mohbad, Zinoleesky, but any video they uploaded on social media platform, you see them smoking. You understand? But then this is the reason why they used Naira Marley. They wanted to tell the youth that see the person that you are emulating, he is already our ambassador. So you don't have any reason to take this thing again. And again, for those of you that is claiming Malians, that you are doing this because you want to get high, you want to do this, some of you because you want to have sex, you go on drugging yourself because you want to be the strongest man on earth.
Some people cannot embark on that journey naturally.
Yes, exactly.
They can't.
Yes.
Unless they take something.
And even you girls too. That is, I know we are still going to drag ourselves. You cannot, you girls, you'll be telling guys that your boyfriend that I cannot deal with you because you are not
good in bed. How is that
bed.
possible?
Can you deal with a guy that is not good in bed? Can you deal with
him? Wait.
What is
Wait, no, you're getting it wrong here. Okay. Some can naturally without taking anything.
Some can. Can you wait? The question is very simple. Can you deal with a man that is not good in bed? Simple.
I can't. But that doesn't mean no.
Okay. Now you love him. Mm-hmm. You love him so much that you can't afford to lose him, and he doesn't perform well the way you want it. What are you going to do? What is your suggestion?
What is my suggestion?
You leave him.
Why will I leave him?
So what are you going to do to that? And you need this thing.
I can't do anything to it. It will just be like that.
For real? And you will manage it like you just...
Yes.
Okay, they play. Well, me, I don't believe Jennifer though. Well, I know she's actually saying this because she doesn't want to commit through talking. But then, no ally, it is well. We all know what's up. But then, let me tell you something. If you are in the habit of drugging yourself because you want to enjoy sex, it is absolutely wrong. To be sincere, there are some things that can energize you, that can give you energy before you, and it is natural. Just ask questions, ask doctors, ask people. They will tell you. It's not until when you be on Colos or you be on Tramadol before you can, satisfy your woman or anything. Even if there are some married men that drugs too.
Sure.
I'm telling you because they believe that, like all these men that don't used to go home on Friday nights, that they want to, hang out in the club, you understand, and do all this kind of shit. So they will be like, the way I used to do my wife, I want to pay this girl. Me paying you,
you must work.
You understand? So you don't actually know that you are killing yourself.
Those things actually kills cells.
I'm telling you. That's what they don't
They weaken the muscles. They kill your cells. So gradually you are deriving joy. And also killing yourself.
I'm telling you. There are people that actually see Naira Marley as role model. That I want to know how to smoke like
Fela. What I wanted to remember. It causes bone marrow.
Yes.
It is the first thing. Okay, let me not say the first thing. The top cause for bone marrow.
Well, still on Naira Marley. Naira Marley eats good food. Naira Marley adds money. Naira Marley has good doctors, hospitals. You don't have anything.
You just be high and start disturbing everybody on the street.
You know that people that you stay with, you are like 7 in a room, staying in a room, taking colos every day. You don't even have good shelter. You don't have a good environment that you are staying, and you still keep taking drugs. You are copying Naira Marley that is staying in Lekki, that's staying in a mansion and have a good doctor.
That is always inside AC, inside Lolo.
Every month or week, he detoxicates. He's flushing his body. But there's nothing like flushing. There's nothing like detoxification.
After your colos, you know what most of these people will do? Before taking their whatever, they would have soaked Gary. This I heard it from a smoker.
Okay.
He said before smoking, he'll soak his Gary, maybe 2 cups or so. Then you buy bread and beans.
Okay.
You keep it somewhere too. maybe if you can afford rice or any other food.
Okay.
You keep, so those 3 must be on ground. So immediately after smoking, he will smoke with satisfaction. The first thing he will do is to take the garri.
Well, what me I just get to know is that why are you stressing yourself? Why is it that, you know, one thing about drug is don't start it. That's just it. Once you start taking drugs, voila, don't come. Because once you get addicted.
Let's assume you start today. You want to have that feeling again.
Yes.
So that's how you continue. That's how you get addicted.
Once you are addicted. Now, do you actually know that there are some schools that will not mention their name, private universities, that they knew that their students are taking drugs, but they cannot apprehend them because if they should start talking about them, they will leave the school and they will lose students because almost all their students is taking that they are on drugs. All these private universities in Nigeria, some students inject themselves with drugs. They are addicted. If you see them, they will now be like, they'll be like this from morning till night. They will not be able to talk. If you see a guy,
if you collect Pepsi, ordinary Pepsi from another guy,
wahala,
you are in soup.
So today we are going to be talking about some ways that you can prevent drugs. I know you are addicted already. Fine. I know you cannot do without it in a day. But there's a way you can prevent yourself from it. If you can be calm and you can educate yourself on this show today, we are going to be taking you on a journey on how to stay away from drugs because there's nothing good about taking drugs and it's very, very obvious that average of Nigerian youths are on drugs, on colos. The other day I went for a show. And this guy is an artist. He was an upcoming artist. They called him out to perform. So he believes that before you can perform face crowd, you need to get high. So he had already smoked and his eye was on another level. So when they called him on show, could you believe that this guy came on stage and slept on the stage?
Slept?
Yeah, he stood on the stage and started sleeping. He even lied down on the stage and everybody was doing his video.
Wow.
I was like, what kind of life is this?
Wow.
Like something that you are taking that is affecting you negatively and you still keep taking it and you are seeing, and you know the other time that we talked about one man in the news that was always on colos and went to Tomiland Bridge to jump, that they later found his dead body.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm talking about. You see the effect of this thing on people every day by day. And you still
what about the one that was on colos too, that ate his mother's head?
Imagine.
So we talked about it.
Yes. I don't know the reason why you keep doing these things and it's not good for you.
And so, those that are always high and hurting themselves, I don't blame them. Because you are the one doing it to yourself.
Well, I interviewed someone indirectly. It's not like an interview, but I was just using, as a presenter, I'm just looking for, points from youths. So I talked to a guy. I was in a conversation with him, and I was asking him some questions. Do you actually know that youths of Nigerian youths, they believe they are doing this because they don't want to think? That was what the guy was trying to tell me. He said he doesn't have money to eat. He doesn't have anything that anytime he is with his friends, before you can eat what they cook, you have to smoke what they are smoking. Because they said once they smoke, Shakima fair. You understand? When their Shaki is white, so they will be able to eat well. So if you cannot smoke, you cannot eat part of their food. And even inside the food, there is always another substance that will be remitted inside the food. So I think there is a mentality now that because there is no money, and there are some Yahoo boys that once they are not cashing out again the way they used to cash out before, so they believe that smoking. The only thing that can make their brain to calm down is when they
Do you know some people will say when you are smoking you are listening to Sheyi vibes.
Okay, yeah.
So that's where you can reason.
To get you inspired, take you to cloud 9.
All
right, in the comment section, Oriluwa Rotimi said, "You're welcome, Jennifer and Sidonje. Thank you so much." Banjo Princess said, "Well done, guys. Jennifer is back." Wow. They really missed you, though. So Banjo said, "NDLEA is a joke. I think they only go after those who don't pay them well or without connections and are involved in drugs, because how can Naira Marley work with them? It's obvious he's a drug pusher too." Wow, I didn't say that. You know that. We never get any evidence that Naira Marley is a drug pusher. But then, if he is, they know what they are doing though. So NDLEA are not using Naira Marley for any reason. You are the one assuming. All they are after is money. I heard the rumor that Naira Marley is one of the drug traffickers in Nigeria. there are all the drugs that is being shared among dealers in this southwest. Naira Marley has one or two to
he
do
must
about it.
have.
But I don't know, Sha. I don't know why. Well, they said there are foods and fruits that enhances sex performance, not necessarily drugs. Please, okay, Banjo, please, you can call on the show to explain those fruits that can enhance sex.
Please, you need
sex
to
performance. I need it, please, because my girlfriend is actually complaining. Although I'm a virgin boy, it's very obvious. But
so
yeah,
how is she complaining?
She's telling me because of when it's going to happen.
Future.
Yes,
okay,
that I should keep, getting myself stronger. So I need it, please. I'll be so glad, because even my producer self, I know my producer is no more a virgin. He's aspiring to get married, or guy must. Maybe if you tell us, I can tell him to, get into it. And Jennifer too is here because he actually said he cannot deal with a man that is not strong in bed. So please call on the show and let us know. And there are some other people that wants to get.
Must you always mention my name?
Because I know you need it. Or unless if you have
I don't need it. Please continue.
Well, Oyidamalami Kolapo is watching. Thank you. Then Banjo Princess say, even with money and resources, drug isn't still advisable. Look at those with money. They later end up with one illness or the other. Not to talk of poor people who are looking like kwashiorkor patients. Well, this has to bring me to. you know Banjo. She will always drag things. Now, there is something I saw in the news today when I was, surfing online. I saw something. There was an artist, a Nigerian musician that is very popular back then, Solid Star. I don't know if you know him. This guy that sang Gomote in that time. So this guy was actually off the entertainment scene for some months or even years. We've not heard from him. So his brother came online yesterday and saying Solid Star is really sick, mentally, physically. That he needs money. So then they really need money to take care of him. So I don't know. It was stated that this guy is affected by drugs. So all these artists that is promoting, I think the Nigerian government should come into this, because there is a belief that
it is most of these artists that are promoting.
I'm not talking only hip hop artists though. There are some gospel artists and Islamic singers too that are always on drugs. To be sincere. But you will know, they will take it before they come on stage, and before you know it, you just see them
singers.
Hip-hop singers are, it is allowed in their videos, so maybe that's why they do it.
I think that should be banned.
Yes, you cannot play music videos that has smoking or any unaware, let me say, unaccepted dressing. You cannot play it on normal Nigerian TV stations, but you can play it on all terrestrial TVs. You can play there, maybe all this IF TV and all. But on normal TV, you understand, there will always be banned on it. Sure, you understand. So, but then, online has scattered everything now. You can watch TV anywhere you want online and all. So, I think the only thing they need to do is they need to curb some artists. Maybe they should tell them that they won't be able to do show in Nigeria again. If they saw your video on any terrestrial TV or anywhere that you're uploading your videos, they can just put the ban that you cannot have any show to do in Nigeria or sell any show in Nigeria again. You understand? So that can curb it a little bit, because entertainment has gone far more than the way you are saying it. So, but then we just need to keep talking about this, because drugs is not something that is advisable for you to get connected. A drug abuse. A drug is an excessive use of psychoactive drugs that such as alcohol, pain medications, or illegal drugs. It leads to physical, social, or emotional harm. And if you see someone that is taking ogogoro, you will know. Do you know that?
Yes, no.
Instantly, you will know. Their head will start looking somehow. Their skin. Oh,
everything will just wrinkle.
And they keep taking it. I don't know the reason why.
They derive joy.
Still in the comment section, I said, aside these hard drugs, some medicines out there are being abused and used wrongly. How will a normal human use alabukun with 4 paracetamol at once? Are they doing you? Well, this one shocked me normally. See, let me tell you something. It's not that these people that uses this. If you check the amount of Hausa people that use drugs, if you see the way Hausa use drugs, you'll be surprised. See, there's nothing anybody can tell me. Education can have its disadvantage. But the advantage of education in human life is very, very, it's more than the disadvantages.
It's more than the disadvantages.
Because even people that are educated, they abuse drugs. I've seen a man that said paracetamol, 4 pieces is the he uses 4 paracetamols if he wants to get better. When I was trying to complete that, 2 is okay. It was not like body system is different. That his own body system, if it takes 2, it won't even look as if it took anything. I was like, what is going on in this country? Is it that our blood is just different or what? So I don't know, but what Bande is trying to say here make a sense though, because the way people abuse drugs when they use it is alarming. Then Mike Yinka Alade says, using Naira Marley as NDLEA ambassador is a good step in the right direction. Certain agreements would have been done before doing that. It could look like contract between
for management of power.
Alright, you welcome back from that show commercial break, and we're still on Let's Talk on WYTV. You know, I still remember my humble self, Sidon J on my Yagba, and Jennifer is still here. We are still talking about how we can prevent ourselves from drug abuse. And again, you are still in the comment section before we went to that commercial break. Mike Yinka Alade said, Jennifer, did you mean soft drink or what?
I don't get that.
I didn't get the question too though. But then maybe they're trying to tell you maybe when you want to the Pepsi you are talking about that